Hey there, if you're watching this, it means you're probably looking for an honest review of the Papillon back massager with heat. And you've come to the right place because I bought it, used it, and I'm going to tell you the real story you won't get from those glittery Amazon reviews. The promise is simple, a deep heated massage for under 30 bucks. But here's what surprised me. It actually delivers on some of that in a very specific way. Therefore, I need to tell you the whole, unvarnished truth. For the best price on Amazon right now, click the link in the description. Let's start with the unboxing, which felt more like opening a kid's toy than a therapeutic device. The build quality screams budget, and that's because it is, but the second you plug it in and feel that heat kick in, you get a flicker of hope. Therefore, the first problem emerges almost immediately. It's corded. Not a deal breaker, but in a world of wireless everything, being tethered to the wall feels like a step back in time. It limits where you can use it, unless you enjoy sitting on the floor next to an outlet like a sad, achy puppy. Now, the massage function. This is where the Papillon tries to punch above its weight. It has these 4 rotating nodes that are supposed to knead your muscles into submission, and for a tense upper back, they do a decent impersonation of a real massage. But, and this is a huge but, the intensity is like a toddler throwing a tantrum. It's either a gentle purr or an aggressive, jackhammer-like vibration with very little in between. Therefore, if you have sensitive muscles or just want a medium-pressure session, you might find yourself constantly switching it off and on, which is about as relaxing as doing your taxes. Here's a joke for you. Using this massager is like having a relationship with a moody cat. One minute it's purring and warm and lovely, the next it's digging its claws in for no apparent reason, and you're just left confused and in pain. Let's talk about the heat, which is arguably its best feature. It gets genuinely, consistently warm. Not scorching hot, but a nice, soothing warmth that does help loosen up tight shoulders. This is the part of the video where I give credit where it's due. Therefore, if you're buying this purely as a heated pad that also vibrates a bit, you might be satisfied. But the massage part of the back massager with heat is where the Papillon's wings get clipped. The nodes don't travel, they spin in place. So if you have a knot, you have to manually position the device directly on it and then hold it there. It's not a hands-free experience unless you strap it to a chair, which feels precarious. And speaking of chairs, the included straps are another comedy routine. They're short, they're flimsy, and trying to secure this lumpy device to an office chair is like trying to put a saddle on a greased pig. It's a struggle, it's undignified, and you'll probably give up. Therefore, you're back to holding it, which defeats the purpose of relaxing. You're now giving yourself a massage, but with extra steps and an electrical cord trying to trip you. This brings me to the noise. Oh, the noise. It's not discreet. It sounds like a small, angry appliance is trying to dig its way out of a pillow. Trying to use this while watching TV or, heaven forbid, while someone else is in the room trying to concentrate is an act of acoustic warfare. But wait, there's more. The remote. It's a tiny, basic thing that feels like it came from a dollar store toy. It has buttons for heat, vibration intensity, and a timer. Therefore, it gets the job done, but it adds to the overall cheap feel. I half expected it to control a race car instead of a massager. All right, second joke. The Papillon massager is like that friend who says, "I know a great shortcut," and then leads you into a construction zone. It promises a smooth path to relaxation, but the journey is just loud, jarring, and leaves you wondering if the original route was better. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the 4.3-star rating on Amazon. How does this thing have such a high score? Well, for $29, the expectations are in the basement. Therefore, many people are pleasantly surprised it works at all. The heat is good, and for mild, general tension, the vibration might be enough. The positive reviews likely come from people who just wanted a warm buzz and got exactly that. But if you're dealing with chronic pain, deep muscle knots, or you want a truly therapeutic experience, this is not your device. It's a novelty, not a medical tool. I need to talk about longevity, which is a major concern. The materials feel like they wouldn't survive a year of regular use. The fabric covering is thin, the plastic housing is light, and the internal mechanisms sound stressed. Therefore, this might be a short-term fling with pain relief, not a long-term commitment. You get what you pay for, and at this price point, you're paying for a temporary solution. Third joke. Using the Papillon long-term feels like relying on an umbrella made of tissue paper. It might work for a light drizzle of discomfort, but a real downpour of pain is going to soak you right through. So after all that, is there any reason to buy it? Here's the contrarian snapback I promised at the start. Yes, there is, but only under very specific conditions. Therefore, listen closely. If you are on a super tight budget, if you primarily want consistent, safe heat with a bonus vibration feature, and if you have low to moderate general muscle stiffness rather than specific, acute pain points, the Papillon can be a worthwhile purchase. It's an entry-level device. It's a test to see if you even like back massagers before investing $100 or more in a premium model. Think of it as a gateway massager. It introduces you to the concepts of heat and percussion, but it will also quickly show you the limitations of a budget device. Therefore, your journey might start with the Papillon, but it will likely end with you saving up for something with more power, more settings, and wireless freedom. This isn't a bad thing. It's a starting point. Let's end on a positive note, because despite the problems, this little device has its heart in the right place. For $29, it offers a tangible, physical benefit. That warmth is real. That vibration, however basic, does stimulate the muscles. On a long, stressful day, coming home and putting this on your shoulders for 15 minutes while you scroll on your phone is nice. It's not life-changing, but it's a small, affordable luxury that can take the edge off. Therefore, if your expectations are calibrated to cheap and cheerful, rather than clinical and powerful, you might find yourself among those 4.3-star reviewers. Final joke. The Papillon back massager is the fast food of pain relief. It's not gourmet, it's not healthy long-term, and you'll probably feel a bit weird afterwards, but sometimes, in a pinch, it absolutely hits the spot. So what's the resolution? Don't buy the Papillon back massager with heat if you need deep tissue work, hands-free operation, quiet operation, or a durable long-term device. But do consider it if you want an inexpensive introduction to heated massage for general tension relief. It has problems, but it also delivers a specific warm value. Therefore, the choice is yours. If you've listened to all this and you think the Papillon is the right starting point for you, I've done the legwork. For the absolute best price on Amazon right now, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.